So Sarah Hall back at the Boston Marathon. Excited to be here.
Really excited, yeah.
I mean, I hate to start with the trials, but you did pretty well. But I mean, how do you look at it? You know, fifth place isn't the dream of every kid to make the Olympics, right? You didn't make it, but how do you assess now the trials?
Yeah, it was crushing for sure, and I think like I grieve it a little bit every day, and probably will for a while. But I spend most of the day really excited about the future, and races like this. Thankfully, you have a lot of amazing in marathoning, a lot of amazing stages. But yeah, I think I'll look back on it, and I think I'll get more perspective the further I get of just like how proud I am of the process, like going from being totally broken to like getting to that point of like really believing I would make that team in such an amazing field. And I think that's the kind of stuff you like get out of this sport, is like what you build in yourself during that time, as well as like the relationships of the people supporting you along the way and everything. So yeah, all that is like positive, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, we invest so much into it. When it doesn't turn out, it probably is devastating. I mean, but it makes the good moments more rewarding, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, it is like the pinnacle of our sport, but like moments like this are really amazing too. I mean, this race is just crazy. So yeah, I'm excited for what's ahead for sure.
Look at the training and recovery. How did that go? How soon were you able to get ready for Boston?
Yeah, kind of however I go into a marathon tends to be how I come out of it. And thankfully I went into this one like feeling the best I ever have, like physically. I think just the big time away from running, as well as like everything I had to do to get out of the injury cycle, like my body and it feels the best it ever has, and running still feels like the best it ever has. So that helped me really recover well from it. Although I definitely went to the well out there, so it took my energy a little bit longer than like my legs. But yeah, I was able to get back into training like pretty quickly and had a solid another build up here, I guess. Yeah.
And do you still do stuff specifically for the Boston course each year, or you figure I've got experience, I know how to run Boston?
Yeah, well, this is my third Boston, so I've only done it twice, and I definitely wanted to get more on hills because before the trials that wasn't a big focus. So we were able to do that, and actually this is the best I've ever felt on hills. Like I'm pretty excited about that because I think just the changes to my mechanics and all the strength work I had to do to like get out of the injury cycle, that has like translated really well. And so yeah, I would say that was the highlight of this build up, just feeling that and just trying to get more consistency too, because I had such a long period of inconsistency that the longer I get of these months together, I think it's going to help.
You just been consistent training?
It has, yeah. I had one setback. It lasted like 6 days. I would say that's pretty good for a marathon cycle, all in all. So yeah.
What's your goal coming into the race?
Yeah, I think it's really like what I'm like hungry for is like to have that race where I feel like all of the things, like I've never worked harder than I have for that year and a half, and I feel like I haven't gotten that race where I got to see it all come together and see like the fruit of my labor. And it's not like I really need anyone else to see it. It's like I just like want it for myself. And like so I think I'm really curious to see what I can do here. Last year actually gave me a lot of excitement because I was grossly underprepared for that race. I had like the most inconsistent training and then a 4-month-long IT band injury, and so it made me just like really curious if I came back here with consistent training, like what I could do. And so yeah, like 225 there, and like ran alone in a headwind for a lot of it, and so I'm like, I think that I can do a lot better. So yeah, just hungry to see that.
And seeing Emma last year, like her success, does that inspire you or make it more relatable?
For sure, her race was super inspiring and like reminded me a lot of how Ryan would run, like just not afraid to run up front and stuff. So yeah, it definitely, I think this race is all about preparation meeting opportunities, and I think it's like the least predictable race in every way. So you just have to be able to like capitalize on those opportunities when they come, and yeah, that's what I'm hoping for.
Speaking of Ryan, I know he's into the lifting. How much running does he do these days?
He's running a lot more actually. Yeah, it's really awesome. Crested Butte, we spend the summers there, and he just wanted to get further into the mountains, so it inspired him to run more, and he was doing like 40-mile runs in the mountains last summer and like just like loving it again. And so but then he broke himself like doing that all summer, but now he's back. He's like doing trail runs again. So yeah, it's really the trails that he loves right now.
And why Crested Butte in the summer?
Oh, it's just the most beautiful place in the world. It's like so addicting. Like I can't wait to get back there. Yeah.
That sounds like a pretty good endorsement.
Yeah. Plus the 9,000 feet is it's really good for you for sure.
All right, thank you. Good luck. Appreciate it.